What's up everybody, Silver here with another Halo Master Chief Collection Achievement Guide. This time we're doing Headstrong, which is in Halo CE, beat the par score on keys. So start up that level. I'm doing this on Legendary. You immediately want to take a left, and there's actually 3 plasma grenades and a active camo right there. So you're invisible for the beginning part of this level. And then go follow those guys who are running away from you in the beginning of the level. And just throw a grenade. I have a bunch of skulls on. You can just shoot and kill these guys with the plasma pistol. I want that guy's shotgun, so you definitely want to take that guy out. There we go. And there should be another carrier form down here. So we can take him out in a little bit. Where is he? There he is. So just take that guy out. The plasma pistol actually works pretty well as an actual pistol. Unlike other Halo games where it's not that effective. But this game it's pretty effective, so you can use it in that way. But just jump down into here, into the green goo. And I actually have 3 skulls on. I have boom, so all my grenades are much more effective. And that also goes for all their explosions as well, so I just got hit right there apparently. But I like to use a lot of grenades in this level. So I throw one over there, and then I throw one to the right. And then more flood spawn on the right. You can see on the radar there's more flood spawning, so I throw another one kind of on that makeshift beach. That green goo beach. And then sometimes I'll throw another one, but I didn't this time. There is a bunch of enemies in this area, obviously. And I am looking for that pistol that the flood just dropped. It's somewhere around here. Gotta find it, because we definitely want to use that pistol in a little bit. There's a huge exploit we could use to get the par score very easily, actually. So we do need the pistol, though. So where is it? Where is it? You could switch to the old graphics. It's kind of easier to see where everything is sometimes with the old graphics. Here it is. Because everything's a lot more plain. There's way less foliage and plants and crap hanging around, so it's easier to see things on the ground sometimes with the old graphics. But just move through here. We got the pistol, so we are all set. I do want to get more ammo for it, though, so we're going to do that here. But throw a grenade over there. Sometimes you get a bunch of kills. I apparently killed nobody there. But just run along here and throw a plasma grenade against the wall right about there. There's a bunch of enemies that spawn there. You can see I killed 5 people there, and we're just going to run back. And we're just going to wait for the Covenant and Flood to fight each other a little bit. I'm going to throw a grenade up here. There's 2 enemies. I don't really want to waste my pistol ammo right now. If I was playing through normally, I would use my pistol to take out those guys, but I did not do that this time. I want to conserve as much as possible. It's not totally essential to not shoot it at all, but I like to just take it easy with the pistol for a little bit. So again, we're just clearing out this area for A, points, and B, so we could find more pistol ammo. There's going to be pistol ammo somewhere in this area. There's 2 grunts left, so take those guys out and we could start our hunt for pistol ammo. So it's not going to be up here probably. It could be up here, but most of the corpses I've killed from the flood forms. Oh, there's more flood up here apparently. Take those guys out real quick. And usually, since I killed most of the people down here, it'll probably be down here somewhere. There's a needler, plasma rifle, and pistol right in the lake here. So that was perfect. That didn't take too much time. So we're going to move through here, and up here is a bunch of carrier forms that drop down from above. So you really want to watch out for those guys, because they can kill you, especially if you have boom on. Their explosion radius is doubled because they're, well, they're an explosion. So explosions are doubled. Oh my god. Like that. I almost died here. Oh. So anyway, I have Pinata on as well, so you're going to see me kill a lot of infection forms with melee attack. Pinata drops grenades, plasma grenades, whenever you smack an enemy. So that includes the popcorn flood, the tiny little flood. So that's awesome because there's a ton of them, and they're really easy to kill, so it's really easy to get a bunch of plasma grenades. I'm really never going to run out of plasma grenades throughout this whole level, because I could always just smack one of these tiny guys and get a plasma grenade. It is awesome. So just keep doing that. You can see I'm filling up my plasma grenade reservoir right now. There we go. And just make sure that you don't stand in one spot and make a pile of plasma grenades, because you might regret that if there's a giant chain reaction or something. But this is the area where we're going to get all of our points. We could really get an infinite amount of points, I suppose, in theory here, because all of these carrier forms keep spawning. Possibly forever if you just stay up here. So you want to stay up here. Obviously, you want to make the hunters a priority at first, because you can see they shot at me, and they could kill you. Oh boy, here they come again. Taking my shield all the way down. So they're going to get distracted by the carrier forms and infection forms down there and everything, so they're going to be spinning around. So just try to shoot them in the back where their back is exposed, where there's no armor, right in the orange spot. It's kind of like the lower back area of them, so just shoot for there. You'll get a good amount of points for killing them because they're the biggest enemy in the game, so they are worth a lot of points, so it's good for that, and it's also good so they don't kill you. So you can see here now, there's a bunch of carrier forms that just continuously spawn and walk up to that sandbar type thing, that beach, I guess. So we're basically just going to hang back on this little perch of ours and just continuously shoot at those carrier forms with the pistol. It only takes 2 shots to take out a carrier form, and then he explodes, and his explosion just pretty much kills everyone in his area, which is more carrier forms, and then you just cause a huge chain reaction. You can see I'm not even killing anybody again, and just multiple explosions going off from all those carrier forms blowing up gets you all the kills for when they blow up as well. So it's pretty silly, and again, they spawn just pretty much infinitely. I'm going to speed this up in a little bit just because, well, I already did speed it up here, but it's just me hanging back here for like 5, 6, 7 minutes, and just taking my time, killing those people. The only thing you do want to watch out for is the fact that a combat form will spawn up on that arch. You can see I'm shooting at them occasionally, so they could take your shield down and do some damage to you if you're not paying attention. And also these infection forms climb up the wall and could take away a good amount of your shield. There we go, quadruple killionaire. How's that for you? So you can see how all these points are adding up very quickly and pretty easily too. We're just sitting back here, just shooting people with our pistol. Nothing too difficult about this, and we can really just get all of the points that we need right here, right now. It's 18,000 points for the par score for this level. So again, you can just get as many points as you want here if you just stay here indefinitely, but I'm going to finish around 21,000 and then head to the end of the level. Obviously, we're at the beginning of the level, so there's still a ways to go, but you can see all these multi-kills are just ridiculous. And obviously sprees are something that helps your score as well, but we're really just using all these multi-kills. And even if we didn't get any multi-kills, we're still just getting a ton of kills in general. So, obviously, just keep doing this. And one thing to be aware of is you can see right here that there's carrier forms that were blasted up to where I am, so that is a possibility. You're not totally safe. Again, the infection forms could come up here. You could get shot at from the 1 or 2 combat forms at a time that spawn in this area. But also the carrier forms could just get blasted up to where you are and then blow up themselves. So that would hurt you pretty badly. But you could see that I waited for this moment when there were only like 2 or 3 in the area. And then I killed a couple and jumped down right as I killed them. And that way, once you drop down, they stop spawning. So that's why I waited till there were only 2 or 3. Killed a couple as I was dropping down so no one else would spawn in their place. And then I just was able to carry on through. That's kind of an annoying spot because once you do get all these kills added up, then you have to actually progress through the area, and if you're using the boom skull, it's a lot harder to get through that area, obviously, because there's all those potential explosions around you with the carrier forms. So be careful on your way down through that. But then we're going to move up here. There is a health pack. I passed by. I probably should have grabbed it. But, you know, I have almost full health. At this point, there are a bunch of Flood that come around that corner, like you can see here, and they attack these Covenants, so I'm just going to let them fight each other. I'll just shoot that guy, just for all the points. And now the Flood have won. They always win that battle. It's only a couple Grunts and an Elite in a Shade turret versus all of these Flood. But you want to throw a grenade about here, and then have it explode, and then you want to push forward as quickly as possible, because if you don't push forward, there will be multiple waves of Flood that spawn there. So you just want to push forward, and that way no more Flood spawn. It's not going to be an infinite amount of Flood that keeps spawning around this corner, but it's like a handful of waves of Flood will spawn. So you don't want to have to deal with that. You just want to be able to move forward, because we have all the points we need at this point. And shoot this guy, and those guys actually despawn. You can see they just despawned right there once you jump down here, so you don't have to deal with them as well. You can just blow right by them. These guys, there's a bunch of Covenant up here fighting some Flood, so I'm trying to shoot the carrier form to blow everybody up. I kind of try to use them as grenades to kill all their buddies, but I couldn't get a shot at them. So I just threw a plasma grenade, and again we have pretty much infinite plasma grenades because of the fact that the carrier form, or not the carrier forms, the infection forms are so numerous and so easy to melee and kill that we could just really use them to get infinite grenades with the Pinata skull on. So that is a great skull to have on. In this area there are 4 combat forms up on the perches up here. So just take them out with your pistol. Or whatever. You can see this guy just got another plasma grenade. Gotta fill those up. Give me another one. There we go. Alright, there's no more, but there's gonna be a bunch of that drop down here, actually. You can see they just spawned on my radar, and here they are. Give me those grenades, boys. There we go. And you get a checkpoint as well if you just allow them to die on your shield, and there it is. So we got a checkpoint, we gotta get up into that lift, so I'm gonna throw a plasma grenade up there, and hopefully kill all of the enemies up there. And it looks like they all died from an explosion, but it was not my plasma grenade. I got no points for that. But whatever, we got all the points we need again. So grab that overshield and just kind of follow this path roughly. Obviously, you can just kill everybody as you go with your shotgun, your trusty shotgun. And we're going to go up here. Looks like there's still one grunt and elite alive. But that's fine. Just throw another plasma grenade if you want. They generally stay at the bottom of that lift. They don't move too far away from that. So if you throw a plasma grenade up there, you'll most likely kill all of them. So make sure nobody's following you, like right here. But just stand in the lift for 2 or 3 seconds, and then it'll warp you up. There's a little cutscene that I skipped. There's going to be 3 carrier forms in this series of hallways. So you want to kill the first one. There he is. And it might blast the second one, if you have the boom skull on, over there. And that blasted the third one over behind me. So I was able to avoid all those people. And we're going out into a larger room. And there's going to be a bunch of carrier forms down below, so I'm just going to take them out real quick. And there's also a couple combat forms that attack you up here as well, so don't just get distracted by the people downstairs. And we could actually just jump down. You could go down through the hallways, but that takes more time. There is a large element to getting par scores, which is your time. The time you wouldn't think is related, since it's kind of its own separate achievement, par times and par scores, but time actually does affect your score. If you finish within the par time, you actually get a 3 times multiplier. So that is the maximum time multiplier you could get. But you could also get, if you don't get the par time, you could still get a time multiplier. But if you're too slow, obviously, it will just not give you one at all. So it gradually drops from 3 all the way down to 1, depending on how fast you go. And if you spend too much time in this room, that big door actually opens up, and you can see there were a bunch of flood in there. So I was able to throw a plasma grenade, because I just have a constant supply of plasma grenades, and just take all of them out and got a good amount of points out of it. But obviously, if you're trying to kind of speed along and avoid things, that is a group of enemies that you could actually easily avoid if you just move your butt along. So this area is kind of tough. I switched to my frags for this area actually, because frag grenades go off more quickly, which is what I want. So take out all of these enemies, throw a frag grenade, and you could throw a plasma grenade down here actually, because there are 3 carrier forms down there, so you don't want to drop down and then be surrounded by carrier forms in a confined space. That is no good. So throw a plasma grenade down there. It'll probably kill all 3 of them, and then you just want to wait a little bit for all of the carrier forms to blow up themselves. So then you can drop down safely, and we could continue on through the rest of the level. So there's more carrier forms up here, but you have a little bit of space, so you can take them out. And hopefully they'll kill those carrier forms. They didn't, but again, we have pretty much infinite plasma grenades, so just throw one down the hall. There's going to be some Covenant down here as well. There's going to be a series of enemies in this winding hallway, so we're just going to throw some grenades to kill everybody, clear them out. It's going to be more down here. Throw another grenade. Stuck that one elite, but doesn't really matter. It's going to kill everybody pretty much. And be ready to throw a plasma grenade at the floor, because there's actually flood that dropped from the ceiling, if you want to, if you have plenty of grenades still. So just throw it right there, and enemies drop down from the ceiling about there, and you can see I got 5 kills right there. And now we are in the hangar bay, which is where we're going to finish the level, but not yet. We got to go get keys and punch his face out, but throw a plasma grenade right there. There's a couple elites that spawn there. Throw a grenade right over there. There's like 4 or 5 elites right on the that platform there. You can see I killed 4 of them right there, and we're just going to move over here, and we got to go up these hallways to get to the 3rd level. We're on the 2nd level right now. So just kill all these grunts, and then there's flood further up the ramp. I don't know why I turned around and just turned my back to the flood. That's just a terrible idea, so don't do that. I don't know why I was concerned with what was behind me, because there are no enemies behind me. But you can see they almost killed me. I was weak with no shield, but whatever. I survived, and we're just going to move up here, replenishing my plasma grenades again with these infection forms. And we're going to move up. There's going to be another series of grunts and flood down the hall. So there's going to be grunts right here, and I'm going to throw a grenade down at the flood. Watch out for chain reactions. Obviously, it's easy to occur with all these plasma grenades around, and also the carrier forms blowing up everywhere, and the grunts throwing their own grenades. So the last group of enemies right up here in this hallway is going to be a group of flood. So throw a grenade up there, and then we will be at the 3rd level of the hangar. So there's a bunch of infection forms now. Oh, this guy is waking up. He's resurrected himself. And we're just moving on. Alright, we killed them all. There is some health right in the wall here. It's kind of wedged right into the wall. Very weird. But throw a plasma grenade or two. I like to straddle the door with plasma grenades. And it kills a bunch of people, but then you want to throw another grenade right on the inside of the right side of the door there. And there are a ton of enemies just standing right in the hallway to the right here. So you can see I got 12 kills right there with that one plasma grenade, or 11 kills, which is pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. Just gathering more plasma grenades from the infection forms like we do, and we're moving up towards keys right now. So there's a bunch of Covenant here. Throw a plasma grenade right in their general area. There is a health pack right there if you need it. Killed all the Covenant up here. There's more Covenant that spawned down there where I threw a grenade. I thought I was going to get more kills out of that grenade. There's actually 4 enemies that spawned down there, including 1 elite, so watch out for that guy. Oh, now the flood know about me. Hey guys, what's up? Alright, nope, no, back off. You're fighting the Covenant. Go look at that elite down there. Oh boy, carrier form. Not good. There's probably a ton of grenades, and yep, they all started exploding. Alright, looks like all the Covenant down there are dead. Now we gotta deal with these flood. You want to just kill the carrier forms as they round that corner, so then you could kill all the enemies in their area. You could try to push through, but with boom on, it's kind of risky, because obviously the carrier forms will just drop and explode. So just try to kill the carrier forms as you see them with a shotgun. And that guy's not going to want to go down, so I'll just throw a frag grenade. Why not? And that was pretty effective. Not bad. So we're just going to move through. I think they're all dead now. There's a bunch of waves that spawn at that doorway, but I think I took them all out. Yeah, it looks like the door's closed, so obviously there's nobody around it anymore. So we're going to move through. There's a health pack right there, if you need that. We got 2 health packs. I skipped this unskippable cutscene. It's like 45 seconds, so cut that out because this video is kind of lengthy as it is. But right after that cutscene, go to this door and it will open up automatically, and it will make the Covenant behind that door fight the flood that come out of that door. So we're just going to go to the back of the room and hang out here. And we're just going to stand here for a little bit while they fight and kill each other, and we don't have to do anything about it. It'd be very risky to try to just run past everybody because of all these explosions and everything with the boom skull on. So I'm just going to hang back here and talk to you about my channel here on HaloCompletionist. Obviously, this is a Halo dedicated channel, dedicated to all the achievements in all the Halo games, so I've covered most of the Master Chief Collection achievements at this point, so check out my channel if you need any help for any other Master Chief Collection achievements. I probably have a guide up for it. I have all of the hard guides out of the way, all the Lazo guides for all of the levels in all the Halo games, so CE, 2, 3, 4, ODST. I have the speedrun guides for completing all the levels on Legendary in under 3 hours for each game. So I have those up. I have all the collectibles up, so all the terminals. By the way, there's a terminal in this room. I just turned to look at it right under keys. But yeah, all the skulls, terminals, Halo 2 toys and campaign, the ODST audio logs, the Blast Soda Can locations in the Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer maps, anything you could ever want. And I'll also be covering all of the achievements in previous Halo games, so things like Halo 3, the original from 360, the original Halo 4, ODST, the original, and even things that are more obscure like Halo 2 Vista and Spartan Assault and Spartan Strike. I've actually already covered all of Spartan Strike, by the way. And obviously I'm focusing on the current titles, so Master Chief Collection is my priority right now. And then Halo 5 when it drops. I'll have Master Chief all finished by the time Halo 5 comes out. And then I'll do Halo 5, and then I'll move back to the older titles, so things like Reach and all those other ones I mentioned, Halo Wars as well, and all the commendations as well for Reach, Halo 4, and Halo 5, and anything after that. But enough with that pitch. There's 2 groups of enemies. There's one straight ahead, which I threw some grenades at, and there's one to the right, so I threw grenades at them as well. And now we're just going to go over here and then drop down to the second level, so that way we avoid a bunch of enemies and could end this level much more quickly. You'll probably take a little bit of fall damage like I did, but that's fine. There's not that many enemies in the area to kill you or anything, so there is one elite out there. I threw a grenade at him, not totally necessary, but why not get a few extra points? and then just wait for these Banshees to come down. Then you could drop down yourself, again taking a little bit of fall damage, but whatever. Assassinate that elite as he comes out, hop in the Banshee, and you are done, fella. And that is all, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Click like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Follow me on Twitter at HaloCompletion, and I will see you later for more Halo achievements.